Hi everyone, another Klaus here. So today I'm gonna review another Toa Nuva, and this time it's gonna be Lewa Nuva. So I'm gonna do some really quick review on this one. Oh, excuse me, right there. So here's the canister inside under shape, as you can see, and clear colors. No gimmicks at all, unlike the oldest one. As you can see, you have pictures of Lewa on the front, Bionicle right and behind him. Of course, his Nuva symbol right there, plus his name, Lewa Nuva. The edge recommendation, the secondary function, and the edge, the edge recommendation is there, the set number. Here you can see Lewa flying with his two blades, as you can see, his two swords. Yeah, much more like blades in my opinion. So yeah. Anyway, here is the Unity Destiny logo, the symbol again. Of course, as you can see, it's in Lico because of the trees and stuff like that. And of course, it's got some green background behind him, as you can see, green fog and stuff. And stuff like that. I'm gonna really repeat myself in this reviews, so excuse me for that. And of course, some information right there. And on the canister lid, which is green this time, you got all 6 axle holes to put all the heads and the mask which go with them. So, for example, the green Nuva mask. And then you've got 2 axle holes and 1 pinhole, I think, right there, but I do not really think what it's supposed to be. So I'm just gonna go ahead and continue my review. So that's all for the canister. This is the last I will show you because I do not own the galleys and only use one because I bought them in some garage sale on some eBay, so I do not have the canisters. So this was the last you see. But anyway, I think you know they are pretty much the same. Here's the instruction booklet, of course. So some pics of all the Nuva. Again, some Keita model. And there you got the 5 other pictures of the 5 other Toa, or the pictures of the 5 other Toa. I think it's more correct. And then all the canary Nuva, and then some ad for Bionicle.com. And that's quite all for them. Of course, with the with the canisters, with each canister you got this little booklet which show you how the Toa Olda transformed into Toa Nuva. So it was after the Barak battle, they fell into some Poseidonus and then transformed. Then you got some ads for all of them. So excuse me for the lights, because I use artificial light and not the natural one. Some Titan of 2002, and that's quite all I think with that. Yeah, so right now I'm gonna show you the set itself. So of course it got the same color as Lewa Olda, so some lime green and some Mata green. So you can just call it green anyway, but it's just to excuse me, I found the word. To say it's not like some Metro Green or darker green released in 2004. So anyway, here it is. I'm just gonna do a little turnaround so you can see. And then of course, like all my Nuva's review, we're gonna do the same again. So just put off all the armors and new parts, the new shiny parts, because of course, as you can see, the Nuva brings with them the silver colors in the canisters set, because remember in 2001 and 2002 with the Barak and Toa Olda, there weren't any silver colors in the set, in the canister set. So here it is. As you can see, again, it's pretty much the same as Olda because they will use the same big body frame right there. So you still got, as you can see, some gears on the back, but this time again, you can choose for this left arm if you want to make him to put gears on it. So for example, just put all the parts between. So as you can also see, it got some all the legs as arms. So yeah, for example, as you can see, right now I've put the second gear so I can turn the two arms in the same time. But if I want, I can also put this off and then, excuse me, and then put this little part, which as you can see is with a part is a pin and the other part is an axle. And then just put this in the pinhole, and here we go, I can move it independently or fully, and then put this arm on the other side. And the third choice, if I want to block this part, I can also, because I just have to put this like that, right there, and then put this on the back. And there you go. And of course, this part was included as a spare part in the set, so you do not have to take parts of your collection. I do not show you any mods or stuff like that, but just what was in the set. And as you can see, he also got some green ends, so some green connectors. Of course, he also got the new Nuva legs, you can see, so they're really nice, with good design in my opinion. And also the same Holda feet. Of course, the head is the same with some transparent green. And that's quite all for his unarmored form. So I'm just gonna put on the armor, so the new armor part, so the I think it's called the chest armor right there, or body armor. I really love how it fits perfectly the shape of the Holda body. Then the shoulder armor. So all the same again, so really no difference at all. Put this on the side right there. Then you got your sword, or I think it's called maybe twin blades, do not know. Just let me check if they said oh it's called. To not saying any yeah, it's sharp blade, so it's called sharp blades. Anyway. Just I'm gonna put them like this. So this part will be really reused tons of time in other sets, which will be released after this year, of course. So really an important part in the Bionicle sets anyway. They are quite simple in my opinion. They are quite nice, really simple, not but yet effective, but really some generic blade in my opinion. So really nothing really interesting or original or atypical, as you can see. But it still does the job, I think. And then you've got your Miru Nuva, so the Nuva version of the Miru, in green of course. I kind of like this one because it's not as organic as some other masks, as you can see. It kind of keeps some straight edge and stuff like that. Some polished surface, as you can see. So I think it's a good mask in my opinion. I do not have any problem with this one. It's got a nice design and yeah, but it's not really that similar to the old Miru mask in my opinion. For example, if you compare the O Nuva and the first O, they kind of look like the same. You see the similarities, but between this and the old Miru mask, I do not see really any similarities at all. So anyway, but still it's nice on its own in my opinion. And then you put this right there. And here we go. You have finished Lewa Nuva. So of course, the articulation, you can move this with, because they got two ball joints on each arm. So of course, it's just on one axis, right there. But you can still do some stuff like that, for example, making cross his sword. But it's kind of limited, as you know. Of course, there's a gear system when you spin it, excuse me, which works quite nicely. This one, of course, you can move it. It depends on what you choose, if you choose a gear or the other parts, but you can also make the same type of moves. The legs are the same, so you can do pose like this, for example. The kind of pose you do usually with your old Toa figures, excuse me. Of course, the head got no point of articulation at all, and there are kind of two secondary functions but they are not really interesting. So the first one is yeah, just let me, I'm gonna put this, I'm just gonna test because I do not know if it will be correct. Right there. So the first one is to put this like wings. So I think you can do that like that. So I'm just gonna do like the back of the box. So right there. So I try to read on this pose, as you can see. But so you've got this one right there. Of course, you can't really put the head, so you have to change its position by yourself in changing the axle hole where you put this, the axle in it, so like this, for example. And there we go. You can do some Lewa flying, some flying Lewa, stuff like that. And you've got also another secondary function which is shown on this side of the canisters, as you can see, of the canister. And this one is you just have to put the two sharp blades on the same end. So for example, this one, put this off, and then put this right there. And there you go, you can do some spinning with this. Kind of hard anyway, because my ball joint have, I think, no more grip or no more friction, so it's kind of hard to move this, but yeah. And that's all for Lewa Nuva, so quite nice toy. I especially like the mask of this one. I particularly like the mask, yeah. The sharp blade are a cool feature too, but not really that interesting, and I think some other Nuva got more interesting weapon or more interesting tools. So I'm not really fond of these blades, but they are still okay in my opinion. The color scheme is kind of nice. It's the silver go well with the green and lime green in my opinion. So the overall figure is really good in my opinion. So really, again, nothing really new in comparison of the older form, but still it's it got its armored counterpart, and it's still nice. And of course, as you can see, it's different than the other Toa Lewa also, because of the arm used, and yeah, mainly principally with the arm used on this one. So yeah, it's kind of nice, and I think that's all. So I hope you enjoyed my review, and see you later for another Bionicle video review. Bye bye.